The Indiana Fever just made a move nobody expected. And while the headlines were chasing noise, they were building something real behind the scenes. Because when they signed Chloe Bibby, they didn't just add a player, they added firepower. She's not here to be a background character in someone else's story. She's here to rewrite her own. And if you've been watching closely, you know this isn't some random pickup. This is strategy, this is timing, and this might be one of the smartest signings of the season. Chloe's coming in with years of global experience, college dominance, and a chip on her shoulder big enough to light up every arena she steps into. And while the rest of the league is caught up in drama and distractions, Bibby is clocking in, tuning it out, and getting ready to deliver. So before you write her off, just remember every great run starts with a player no one saw coming. And this time, that player might just be wearing a Fever jersey. Chloe Bibby didn't take the easy road, and that's exactly why she's dangerous. While other players were chasing headlines, Chloe was building grit first in Australia, then in the NCAA, where she turned heads at Mississippi State before transferring to Maryland and proving she could thrive under pressure. She's the kind of player who doesn't beg for attention. She earns respect one play at a time, and every team she's touched came out better for it. She's battled through injuries, critics, and moments that would have broken a weaker athlete. But Chloe never folded, she adapted, she evolved, and she kept showing up when it mattered. Her resume isn't built on hype, it's built on results. And if you think that kind of foundation doesn't matter in the WNBA, think again. Because the players who've been through fire don't flinch when the lights come on, they perform. Before Chloe Bibby ever stepped onto a WNBA court, she was already battle-tested across the globe. In Australia's WNBL, she didn't just show up, she dominated against grown professionals, holding her own and proving she had the toughness to thrive under pressure. Then she took that mindset overseas, where European basketball pushed her even harder. These weren't just games, they were survival drills, and she passed every test. While most rookies are still adjusting to the speed and physicality of the pros, Bibby arrives with a game that's already matured. She's faced loud crowds, tough defenders, and real adversity, and she came out sharper every time. That international edge, it's rare and it's dangerous. She knows how to stay calm when the pace gets wild, how to make smart reads when the heat is on, and how to lead without needing the spotlight. She's walking into Indiana not to learn, but to contribute. Day one, game ready, no warm-up needed. The Indiana Fever didn't bring Chloe Bibby in by accident, this was calculated. They're building something bigger than just hype and headlines. With stars like Caitlin Clark drawing defenders and Aaliyah Boston owning the paint, what the Fever needed was a hybrid forward who could stretch the floor, move without the ball, and make smart plays in motion. That's Bibby to a T. She can knock down threes with confidence, crash the boards with grit, and rotate defensively without hesitation. But more than that, she's a connector. She brings energy without chaos, toughness without drama, and IQ without ego. That's exactly the kind of role player every contending team needs, someone who doesn't need to be the star but plays like one when the moment hits. The Fever aren't just adding depth, they're adding reliability, maturity, and someone who knows how to fill the gaps when things break down. That's what makes Bibby so valuable. She doesn't demand the spotlight. She earns her minutes with purpose. Chloe Bibby has never been the media's favorite storyline, and that's exactly what makes her dangerous. While the cameras chase drama, she's in the gym. While others talk, she works. And every time she's overlooked, she turns it into fuel. In college, she wasn't the flashiest player on the roster, but she was always the one making the clutch plays when it mattered. In Australia, she didn't get the billboard ads, but coaches trusted her with the game on the line. And now in the WNBA, that same quiet intensity is about to turn heads. She doesn't need a microphone to make noise. Her game speaks louder than any post-game interview. Bibby isn't here for praise or validation. She's here to prove that hustle still matters, that fundamentals still win games, and that the player no one's talking about can become the one everyone remembers. Because every season has a surprise breakout, and this time it might just be her. In a league that's evolving fast, where highlights dominate headlines and personalities drive clicks, it's easy to forget what actually wins games. Discipline, effort, team-first mentality, and Chloe Bibby checks every one of those boxes. She's not chasing fame, she's chasing wins. And that's exactly what the WNBA needs right now. The Fever didn't just add another name, they added culture. A player who brings intensity to practice, accountability to the locker room, and fire to every possession. She raises the standard without making noise. She plays with edge but never loses control. And most importantly, she shows younger fans that greatness isn't always loud, it's consistent. As the league continues to grow, it needs players who bring real value every night, not just viral clips once a month. Chloe Bibby may not trend on social media yet, but she's about to trend on every scout's radar. Because the future of the WNBA isn't built on hype, it's built on players like her. The headlines won't say it yet, but the real fans see it coming. While the media stays fixated on rivalries and viral clips, Chloe Bibby is quietly building momentum. You can feel it in the stands, in the comment sections, in every clip where she's hustling back on defense, draining a corner three, or setting a screen that frees up the superstar. She's the kind of player who shifts the flow without demanding credit. But the ones who watch the whole game, not just the highlight reel, know exactly how valuable that island. She's not chasing approval from analysts. She's earning respect from teammates, coaches, and fans who recognize real contribution. And as the Fever push deeper into the season, the moments will come. The big plays, the clutch buckets, the game-sealing stops. And when they do, the same people who ignored her name at the start will be the ones pretending they knew all along. But we'll know better. We saw it coming. Chloe Bibby isn't here for a headline, she's here for a career. While so many players rise fast and fade even faster, she's playing a different game. Her style isn't built for flash, it's built for longevity. Solid footwork, smart decisions, relentless effort. That's what separates the ones who last from the ones who don't. And Bibby knows that. She's not rushing to go viral, she's working to stay valuable. Coaches love that. Teammates rely on it. And over time, that consistency becomes impossible to ignore. She doesn't need to be the highest scorer every night. She just needs to be dependable, versatile, and ready when it counts. And every time she gets on the floor, she proves she island. That's how careers are made, quietly, steadily, brick by brick. And when the season starts winding down and the playoff pressure kicks in, those are the players you lean on. That's when Chloe Bibby's real value is going to hit everybody loud and clear. Chloe Bibby doesn't need noise to make history. She's not chasing drama, she's not begging for a headline, and she's not asking for anyone's permission. She's doing what she's always done, showing up, clocking in, and changing the game one possession at a time. The media may keep its focus on bigger names, flashier moments, and viral drama, but the real fans know that impact isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's silent, and sometimes it looks exactly like Chloe Bibby, gritty, focused, and dangerously overlooked. As the WNBA evolves and the spotlight shifts, the ones who survive aren't always the loudest. They're the ones who know their value even when no one's watching. And that's Chloe. Whether she plays 5 minutes or 30, whether she scores 2 points or 20, she's going to matter. Not because the league crowned her, but because she earned it. This is the rise of Chloe Bibby, and it's only just beginning.